We are SGOC Media, and this is the Quit Jerking Off Initiative.
I'd like to kind of go back to where it all started from you. Telling us, how does a kid go from RadioShack to the .com company, and how did that pave the way to where you're at today?
I have to go back to when I was like 9 or 10 years old. The thing is I've always been interested in money. I never knew why. And back then I used to think I wanted to be rich. But my definition of rich today is completely different than what I thought rich was back then. Back then it was just about possessions. Today it's about having my time, having complete personal freedom, and having the financial freedom to be able to have that time freedom. In my business today, I call it financial frustration to financial freedom. But back then, it's just, I knew I wanted to be wealthy in some way, shape, or form, and I started studying money. Back when I was a teenager, 14, 15, 16, I couldn't drive. I had to get my parents to take me to the store to buy books. But long story short, I ended up buying books about business and entrepreneurship and real estate, and I devoured them. I just constantly kept reading them to figure out in my head how I was going to do that. But I was very ambitious. Like as a 13-year-old, my parents, I begged them to death, like to the point where I was in tears, they were in tears. But they ultimately bought me a TRS-80, a RadioShack Computer, and I taught myself how to code. And I was developing a game like Pac-Man, but with a farmer being chased by these overgrown radioactive fruits and vegetables. My goal was to sell that to make money, because then I wanted to do other things and other things and other things. But the reality is back then 4K, 16K, not megabytes or gigabytes, but K of memory was a very small amount, and you ran out of it very quickly. And that's what happened. I never did finish the game, but I cut my teeth on it. So trial and error, if you're going to fail fast and fail forward. And that's what happened. And I went on to the next thing, and then ultimately I bought a piece of real estate and went on to other things. So long answer to your short question, but really that's kind of how it went from your question of RadioShack to other things.